So the story with the NBC reporter is just getting even more and more and more ridiculous. And this is funny because she was literally on TV yesterday talking about Caitlin Clark in a negative light. On TV freaking yesterday doing it. And this is the issue where it's like, it's not even basketball talk. I'm cool with someone being Caitlin Clark, Skip Bayless. I'm actually kind of cool with that because it's one thing. And even in yesterday's video, I was like, do I even name the person? Obviously, if you guys don't know, it's obviously Natalie Esquire. Who has been, some of the stuff that she has said about Caitlin Clark over this year has been crazy. It's been absolutely, absolutely crazy, some of the stuff she said. And she is genuinely someone who is just bad for the league. It's bad for the league if Natalie Esquire is a credentialed journalist, because there is a consistent pattern. And I was just like, okay, maybe, yesterday was the first time that she had responded positively to a tweet that was making a insult to Caitlin Clark based on her race. And I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to name her. There might be an apology. But her response was, genuinely, I actually didn't mean to respond to that tweet. It was actually to the original tweet, not the quoted tweet. For her response said the word also. So there was a list of things that she was responding to. And I'm not going to give the person she was responding to at the time of the day, but there was a list of things she was responding to. And it started off obviously with the racial insult towards Caitlin Clark. And then after that, she listed some ridiculous reasons about A'ja Wilson, why A'ja Wilson's better than Caitlin Clark. And then the first thing from your one Esquire's response was also. So she obviously read it, saw it was okay. And even if she brushed past the first line, a normal person, when they saw that, even if they wanted to agree with the person, and then they read it back, their response would be, my bad, did not read the start of that tweet, was responding to the rest of it, my fault, should not have responded. Not, I didn't mean to, it was accidental, and then it was actually, initially, it was doubling down. It was doubling down on the response and then saying, oh, it's okay. Someone responded with, I don't understand why it's totally fine for media professionals for Caitlin Clark to be called names without this. And then she goes, I've never called Caitlin Clark any WNBA players any names. Don't tell lies to me. It's no. Nobody ever accused you of doing that. But you have ignored the fact somebody else has hurled a insult at Caitlin Clark based on her race. And has done it plenty of times throughout the year, by the way. Who's done it plenty of times, and you're responding to this person. And she just says, I'm not sure why you think I need this statement. My coverage celebrates the league and promotes all the players, not just the one. No, she'll go and insult the one. Because, in fairness, when she's talking about basketball, it's not some of the worst. You can have bad basketball takes. It's a refusal on that. I don't even care. If you make a dumb basketball take, who cares? You get laughed at. Who cares? And then people are responding in defense for it, being like, oh, people only care when it's Caitlin Clark. No, because if someone did this to Angel Reese, they would be shunned. They would not be a WNBA media member. I'm sorry, if I responded, I'm not even a WNBA media member. I'm a guy who talks into a microphone on a getting progressively worse camera right now, currently in my old bedroom of my parents' house. If I responded in a positive way to a post insulting Angel Reese or A'ja Wilson based on their race, not based on anything else, by the way, and if you think saying Angel Reese can't make layups is a racist post, then you're just too far, you're just lost, you're too far gone. There's no point arguing. But if I responded to a post to many of the plenty racist insults that these players get, and it's obviously not right. If you think that's something that anyone condones in this scenario, that's dumb. But the question is always, why is it okay when it's towards Caitlin Clark? And that's something that I will always make videos on this, because I feel like the more that this is ignored, the more that these people like Esquire are allowed to do this with no repercussions. And I don't mean like lose her job. I don't care if NBC want to hire her. I don't care if the WNBA don't want to do anything. I really don't care. The problem is that she doesn't see any issue in what she said herself, which means there's going to be a pattern of it. Like, she's someone that is hated on Caitlin Clark nonstop. Absolutely nonstop. There are times when she can talk basketball and she can kind of forget that. But like, she is someone that basically demanded Caitlin Clark speak up about issues that have had nothing to do with her through the whole year. And then when she does speak up, she's one of these, oh, it's not enough. She'll move the goalpost and say it's not enough. The reality of the situation is that I don't, it's a ridiculous situation, and she's not the only one, by the way. She's just the one on Twitter that's doing it at the minute. Like, your man Williamson might be worse. I don't even know where he has like Emmy nominated sports broadcaster, and like, he said some crazy things. But I think the biggest issue is that with this whole thing is that, sure, we've got Aja's friend, and the amount of like WNBA accredited media people, that dude has probably been worse to WNBA players than he was to the kids that he thought. What the hell just happened? Did that come up on your screen or my screen when I did that? I don't know. Sorry, brand new laptop. And man, he lost his job because he hit a kid, and he's probably been worse to the WNBA players. And it's not just one WNBA player, it's the whole freaking league. And we're seeing like these media members actually interact with this guy. And again, I don't know specifically if Natalie Esquire has. I'm not accusing her of that. And I don't even think Natalie Esquire is the worst. I actually don't. The only issue is that this is one obvious blunder that has been made. And I think that going on the defensive, and by the way, like, this whole situation could have been calmed down very, very quickly with a different response. Like, with literally, if the words, I don't even need to hear the words at this stage. I don't even need to hear the words, I'm sorry. If you just said my bad, like all you, even just my bad would be enough. And like, but at the end of the day, that's never going to happen. There's never going to even be the slightest bit of like pushback. There's never going to be the slightest bit of accountability, because even when it comes to basketball takes, she can double and triple down. And in her defense, she has not responded to the person that she responded to too many times, but she responded twice. And it goes, when you double down and are on the defensive, it goes from what could be considered obviously a mistake, because the reality is that we don't know who we always interact with on Twitter. We just respond to tweets. Like, there's a difference between knowingly doing it and not knowingly doing it. And even a my bad, for me, like, in my opinion, even a my bad would be good enough. But the problem is that the person, again, that she was responding to, the true racial insult to Caitlin Clark, is somebody who I've seen have a freaking media credential at a WNBA game and is unhinged. Like, and that's where the issues are. Like, whatever about the sports takes, I don't watch Natalie Esquire enough to care about her sports takes. I think some of them are horrendously bad that I've seen. For a fact she is not a fan of Caitlin Clark as a player. I'm not sure if she's a fan of Caitlin Clark as a person. She'll always move the goalpost for her. But at the end of the day, I don't have that. I don't care too much about that. And I think it's dumb calling for her to lose her job. And I think it's dumb tagging her employer and everything. Or I think it was dumb. Until effectively the double down. She deleted the post and then almost doubled down that, oh, I've never done anything. It's like, yeah, but it's still not a good look. And even just 2 words of my bad. If we hear a my bad from Natalie Esquire, I will take this video down. We don't even need an apology. Just my bad. Those 2 words, the like fakest half, probably shouldn't have done that, apology, non-apology words you can use. If she used the word my bad, I will be completely happy to take this video down. But she's not. She's going to double and triple down that she's done nothing wrong. And the reality of the situation is, knowingly or unknowingly, it was a dumb thing to respond to. It was wrong, and it was a really bad look for someone who is in a position, seen as in a position of not necessarily power, but like seen almost as in a position of power because of their stature in at these TV networks, because of their WNBA credentialed media. The problem is that I'll always say this, is that there is the logic, or not even logic, there is the theory that the WNBA media is anti-Caitlin Clark. And that if you are anti-Caitlin Clark, you're going to be more likely to be put in it. And I think that's fully the truth, because we've not seen somebody that is, well, not that it's even the truth. I actually don't even know if it's the truth. That's a dumb thing to say. I don't, but if you put all the evidence together, you could see why one would argue it's the truth. But anyway, I'll see you guys.